This posted on Facebook by our new mayor-elect and former Congresswoman Barbara Lee. And it reads, "It was incredible to attend today's flag raising for the Golden State Valkyries, our very own Oakland WNBA team. Strong, bold, and fierce. The Valkyries embody the spirit of progress, power, and community. Let's go, Valks." So, Golden State Valkyries, she calls them. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, I thought they were the San Francisco Valkyries. I, I, I like the fact that they're Golden State Valkyries, but let's be honest here. With the situation such that the Valkyries play at Chase Center and then have their headquarters in Oakland and practice, they said practice at the Oakland Coliseum, but I believe they're going to, no, they're going to practice at the Oakland Coliseum because the Warriors practice at Chase Center. But the money and the crowds and the raison d'etre of sports events is enjoyed by San Francisco and not Oakland. So the question on the floor is, was Oakland tricked into freezing itself out of having a WNBA team? And the answer for now is it looks like it. But let's consider, suppose someone came along, some group came along and wanted to really get in to the rise of the WNBA and use the WNBA as a kind of a carrot and stick event producer toward a revitalization of Oakland. And let's say they wanted to spend $200 million on the effort. I really don't believe the WNBA would refuse them. I think if an organization came along with a solid proposal for a WNBA franchise in Oakland, a solid one, and had the money up front to pay for it, and a solid business plan, they wouldn't refuse them. But my question is, why do we get in situations like this? We get the headquarters, okay, but but we don't get anything, even in terms of marketing. We don't get the right to say, for example, that the team is really an Oakland team by name, by name. And then I'm wondering, since it was originally supposed to be called the San Francisco Valkyries, if they really truly did effectively change their name, and so that Oakland isn't stuck. So if I type Golden State Valkyries in Google like this, I should expect to see Golden State Valkyries. This is a hint that that's exactly what I'm going to get. Boom. Golden State Valkyries. Good. Not San Francisco Valkyries, because originally it was San Francisco Valkyries. So this is the Golden State Valkyries. And they have their first game at Chase Center tomorrow, Friday, against the Los Angeles Sparks, the Golden State Valkyries. But that's in San Francisco. So again, here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for if the Golden State Valkyries are expected to be successful in San Francisco, then we should see a sellout crowd at Chase Center, right? We should see the seats filled to the rafters. My contention is that if the Golden State Valkyries were in Oakland, they were the Oakland Valkyries, it would be such a hit, such an amazing event to have professional sports on a professional level back in Oakland, that the arena would be packed full to the gills. That's my prediction, especially considering the number of successful female athletes in Oakland's history and Oakland's legacy and reputation for having female athletes who live in it. Were fantastic. Regina, I was trying to remember the tennis person that graced our presence not too long ago. There have been so many different great track and field stars, and oh, the list goes on. And so why not Oakland? And why not Oakland for the NFL? And why not Oakland for Major League Baseball? The simple reason is this: because we don't try. We haven't put on the effort to try. We have seceded our once dominant position in pro sports to San Francisco. Think about it. Think about it. The Super Bowl for the second time will be in Santa Clara. This time, however, do you know what events are going to be in Oakland? Do you know how to gain business as an Oakland organization with the Super Bowl host committee? The answer is no. Where did the Super Bowl host committee have its event 10 years ago when the Super Bowl was in Santa Clara? They had two events, one in San Francisco and one in Oakland at Scottish Rite Temple. And was that the case because we had the Oakland Raiders? It's a fair question. Was that the case because we had the Oakland Raiders? And so this year, where is it? Okay? This year, where is it? I'll tell you. This year, they had the event in Santa Clara for Oakland, a business mixer. I mean, for the Super Bowl business mixer, they had it in Santa Clara. And I haven't seen any overtures made toward Oakland at all. And Oakland didn't even think about it. It's a different world 10 years ago when the Raiders were in Oakland. So are we going to be frozen out of activities for Super Bowl 60? Is that going to happen? It looks like it to me. I know people will pay lip service otherwise, but I don't see a plan. It looks like it to me. 10 years ago, the Fox Theater was set aside for the NFL's Gospel Series, which it does annually at the Super Bowls. This year, any activity at the Fox Theater? Haven't heard any. I'll double check. Nope. Okay. It's still early. This is May. There's still time to get something going and get it together. But there isn't that oomph. There isn't that task force. There isn't that je ne sais quoi. Right? And that is bothersome. My point is, we are not trying to build a sports industry economy at a time when so many cities are. Las Vegas built their sports tourism economy on the back of Oakland. Think about that. Okay. So we have a situation, Oakland. Well, but the question is, can someone bring a WNBA team into Oakland? And I believe with the right proposal and the right level of money, say $200 million, I believe that kind of money will talk a great deal. And I use the initial proposal that I was privy to regarding the Oakland WNBA as an example, because that was $20 million, and ostensibly the would-be owners of the Oakland WNBA franchise had that money. Well, of course, in the post-Caitlin Clark WNBA, it's more expensive. But even then, the WNBA is not reaching its revenue potential, and we have other leagues like the Unrivaled League to prove it. Okay, to prove it. So I believe, again, an organization that's willing to spend $200 million on women's basketball in Oakland would realize the price. All right, but we've got to try. We can't have this. Well, we've got part of the Valkyries and yada yada. Yeah, forget it. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube, the vlog report with Zenny62, and bookmark ZennyReport.com and OaklandNewsOnline.com. That ends this broadcast.